What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are here once again in FS25. It's about 10 a.m. and we are officially starting harvest. The two fields that we made and put the seed down and planted and everything that we made those two fields with corn, they are ready to be harvested. So today, that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna harvest those fields, and hopefully everything will be a-okay. You guys will notice with the Dodge Ram we did do something a little bit different, change some things with this. We took the fuel barrel that was on the back of it because we have a plan for this truck for after harvest, and some things are going to be changing after harvest. Gotta walk over here to the Kenworth and get this bad boy all fired up, and then we also gotta open this up so we can get the corn header out, obviously, so we can bring that over to the field. Then we gotta run all the way over back here and start the combine. Really happy that harvest is finally here. Been waiting for quite a while, and we're finally here, ready to harvest, turning the combine on, and I cannot frickin' wait. I think we'll be able to get both fields done today. There isn't any rain until way later tonight. But I mean, everything after that, it's looking good. We're gonna get the semi-truck with the trailer, with the header to the fields first. Because then we have to drop the trailer and come back and get a grain trailer, because this is probably going to surprise some of you guys. We do not have a we do not actually have a, not a seed tender, a grain cart. We are running straight into the semi truck. No grain cart or anything. We might get one in the future. Who knows? We might not. I think we probably will in the future, because we have some stuff that we're planning on doing and getting after harvest to improve the farm and everything. And contracts have been going well. The last video was actually a live stream where for I think like an hour and a half we just did straight contracts, and I think we have high-sided. Yes, we have. Can we reverse? Okay, we can do that. So I guess note to self for this entrance, we either gonna make it wider or flatten that out. So that's gonna be nice. So we're gonna park this trailer, I think, right here, and I'm actually gonna unstrap that so we can get that off. Now we're gonna go and get the grain trailer, and then we can drive the combine over and get to harvesting the corn. So I think we'll get both fields done today. I don't see why we wouldn't get both fields done today. So this also means, since we have the combine out and everything, we most likely will see if anybody in the area, needs anything done. You will see if anything does need to be done for people. And I think we are also going to sell one of these trailers here, probably the one on the left right there, because we only need one. We don't need two. So I think we're going to sell one of them, and, it's going to be easier to sell the one that's not going to get used yet. So hopefully we can get some money for it. Not really too sure on where I'm going to park this. kind of really didn't for this field do too much, I guess, like spacing out or anything, I guess you would call it, which, you know, we should have, but for this one we really didn't. So maybe we will extend this area out down over there, but for now we are going to park this right here and call it good. Now we have a long walk back to the combine. That was a pretty long walk, but it's all right, because next time we are gonna drive the combine over. So hopefully everything goes well. I think everything will be okay. Probably gonna get both of these fields done today very quickly, within the day, most likely. If we don't beat the rain, then we will most likely stop and then wait until tomorrow, because there's more rain coming. But again, it's tomorrow night, as tonight as well, there's more rain coming. So if we can get it done, at least one field done today, that would be nice. But if we can only get like half this field done, then it's okay. Combine isn't really struggling to get up here. I thought that it might have an issue or something getting up here, but it actually got up here pretty frickin' nicely. And we're going to connect to the header back off of the trailer, and I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this area here first, so that way there, we can actually park the semi truck and move the semi truck out of the way a little bit. And we also gotta, unfold that as well. We will lower the header down, kind of at a weird angle right now, and we will turn the header on. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now harvesting corn. And just like that, we are done with this field. That really did not take us long whatsoever. We're gonna fold the header and not unload. We will open up the cover on that so we can dump the corn in. Unfold the pipe there, and this is probably gonna be very short, so I think we are gonna harvest maybe our stuff first, and then see what we can maybe do for people around the area. I think we might do that. Not sure. And I think also, I might be able to take this thing over to the other field. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try and see if I can, because I might be able to. I know there's the bridge that's over there, but I think we can cross the bridge no problem, because I mean this is like the width of the road, so I have a feeling it will be okay with it being this way. One thing that I do kind of wish, you know, that I didn't do is block off literally all of the entrances, because then, you know, we could just cut across, or if I could have made, you know, something that could cut across so we didn't have to use the public roadway, that would have been kind of nice. And for this field, we actually did do a little area here to where we can park stuff on either side of this field, actually. So this field was more, you know, I guess you would call it planned out than the other fields were. I mean, if you look on the map, this one is basically just a straight up square, basically. So we're gonna get this ready and bring the truck. Actually, yeah, let's bring the we'll be okay if we don't bring the truck. We'll be okay. So let's get this field done and get this thing going. And just like that, we are done harvesting this field right here. And that really did not take us long whatsoever. Yeah, that did not take very long at all. Glad we got that done though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been kind of waiting for harvest for quite a little bit. We're gonna use this area over here. I know it kind of bleeds off, but we're gonna use it anyway, just so we don't have to use the public road. We're gonna fold the pipe out so we can dump into the first hopper here and get everything you know, done, so that way there it is all good. And honestly, I know it was gonna be quick, but I really was not expecting it to be this quick with harvesting at these two fields. We are gonna look into getting 2 more fields. We're looking into that right now, so we will see what you know, the wife kind of says about us looking and getting maybe a new field or 2. It would be the fields that we've been cutting the grass for, literally just down the road. It would be those 2 that we would be going for. I told the wife though that I would kind of like it would be nice if I could wait until those fields go up in the contract thingy. So basically I would mow the fields, and then after I am done mowing them, I would buy them and I've decided to just run over my fence. We can add that to the list of things to repair now. But that's one thing that we talked about is, you know, getting those 2 fields and, you know, just literally mowing them and then buying them after we mow them. So it would be pretty funny if, you know, that happened. So unfortunately, we're not going to get into our wheat fields today, or probably for a little while. So I think what I'm going to do is leave the combine right here for now and see if there's any jobs or anything that we can do with it, and you know, just see if there's anything that we can do that like the neighbors need or anything like that. So looking on the tablet, there's 2 fields. One is soybeans, the other one is oats. We can harvest both of those, so I'm very, very interested to see, you know, if we do those in a couple of days. We'll see. I'll call them, both of them, and see, you know, if there's anything that like they want us to do in particular. Well, basically I want to call them and see when they need or want them done, and then I guess we will go from there on when we decide to you know, do everything. So I don't think we are switched to the right hopper back here. We were, so we're going to unload all of the corn. That is absolutely amazing. We are just loading this thing up with corn. I think it'll say, yeah, it'll show us right there for corn. So we have 30,710 liters of corn, which that is quite amazing for corn. You know, I think soon we might, you know, see what the prices are and maybe sell some of it. I'm not sure. So that is that. We also do have some eggs, another pallet of eggs starting, and the wife kind of wants to get into bees because, you know, the honey goes for quite a lot of money. So, you know, we're thinking about getting bees so that way there we can, you know, earn a little bit more money, and they're very inexpensive and stuff like that as well. Straighten this out just a little bit here, and right there looks good for that. Now we gotta go pick up the corn head, but before we do that, actually, you know what, no, I think we'll be okay if we leave the wheat head right there and we just put the corn head a little bit closer than what we normally would, and I think we'll be okay. I know this was kind of a shorter video. Normally these videos are a little bit longer, but that's just harvest, you know. Especially when our 2 cornfields were not the biggest. I think the 2 biggest are going to be obviously those 2 fields right there, but we are going to call those 2 guys that do need their fields harvested. One of them is, I think, oats, and the other one is, I want to say one of them is oats, and I think, if I remember right, the other one is soybeans or something like that, I think, which, you know, they all use the same header for wheat and everything like that, so we can do it. So thinking about that right now, gonna call those guys probably either later today or tomorrow and see, you know, kind of just see what they want to do about it, and depending, you never know, we might be harvesting those fields in the next video. You really never know. Also, since there's no corn fields right now that are up for the contracts. We're gonna wash the corn head because it actually got a little dirty, and I don't even think I can walk all the way around the trailer. Like, I don't understand why Farm Sim, you know, does that, so it makes no sense. I think there is a mod that like makes it like unlimited or something like that, but it really doesn't make any sense on why they kind of have it so so short. I mean, look at that. I think it's kind of clean though. Like, you kind of just gotta sit here and literally just freaking do this to the thing. It's not even that hard. And I think even the trailer, and I think the trailer got cleaned too. I think I don't really quite know. I guess we'll clean the truck too. I mean, you know, we might as well clean the truck. We're already right here. Gotta back the old corn head back in its little home, and we should be a-okay. Also, the rain is coming in about like an hour or two, I think. And, you know, funny thing, it seems like in Farm Sim, when it rains, it's raining IRL also. It's kind of funny, like, how much it happens, because it actually happens quite a lot, like more than you think that it happens. It happens quite a bit, so that's kind of funny. But after we park this stuff back in the combine and everything, I think I'm gonna hop on the computer and call those two guys with the contracts and see what they want, and you know, like how far they want us to do. And yes, we are backing these in diagonally like this because it will be easier to get them in and out, because obviously the only thing that's in here is the two headers, the skid steer attachments, and Grandpa's old truck. That's literally the only thing that's in there, so it's not like it's not anything bad or any, you know, thing like that. It's kind of fine on what it's like. And we're gonna back this thing up right underneath this grain trailer again, because we'll most likely be taking this wherever. Turn that bad boy off. Now we got to take the combine. Actually, we should probably close this. But yeah, that's literally the only thing that's in here. It's the two header trailers, stump grinder, Grandpa's truck, skid steer, and, you know, the attachments. So not too much in this one. That's why this one is over here. And then we have the other two over there, which actually we probably should get rid of those two because we don't really need them for anything. The semi trucks were in there in one of them, but I moved it to over there just because it was easier, because all the semi trailers and everything were over there. So I think this first one has like the seed tender and the mower and that stuff in it, so not too much stuff in that one. We're not going to worry about washing the combine or anything right now because we're probably going to use it. Who knows, we might use it tomorrow or in a couple days. And I think right there is going to be good for the combine. I actually parked it a little too close to the cedar. Is what it is. So we're gonna close up shop here, and we're gonna go to the house and see what happens. And I think we're gonna use the you know, we're gonna do everything with the ram here, probably after harvest, when closer to planting, I think is when we're gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna wait too long. I don't know. I think now would also be the time to do it because, you know, we could probably find. I'll give you guys a hint. We could probably find a trailer, for a low cost. So, yeah, we probably don't need to do too much, but we'll see what happens. We really should get like a razor or something so that we're, you know, not driving the big old Chevy all over the place, but is what it is. It's all right. And you know, I think one of the first things that we're going to do after harvest is rebuild this housing area, because the wife has been complaining for quite a while that she wants a new house. You know, she really didn't like this house because this house was here when, obviously, you know, we won. It was really all we could afford at the time, and I would go and open that garage over there, but there actually is a piece of equipment that's in there that I cannot show you guys yet, that a company sent out for a couple mowing jobs that they want us to do with it. They want us to mow with it, plow a couple fields, cultivate a couple fields, maybe plant a field or two with it. So it's a demo tractor. We do have the option to buy it out. If we do, I don't know if we will or not. If it's a good deal, we might, but I highly doubt that we will. And I think also here in the near future we are going to list the 4755 and the Farmall up for sale, because we can get like 100K in total for both of them. So I think that is a real possibility of something that we're going to do with both of those tractors. But let's walk up inside and hop on the iPad and call those two gentlemen about their fields. So it's actually the same guy. David owns field 39 and field 8. For $9,000 is this one, and then for 89 it is $10,000. So he said that he's gonna add in an extra $5,000 bonus, so basically $2,500 bonus per field, because how far we are going. He said that he had a neighbor of his that's in like one of the farms literally right there, and he canceled on him and posted a first one for, you know, we were the first one to really jump on it. So that is what we are doing. I told him we would probably get field 8 knocked out first, because it's closer to our farm than 89 is. I mean, if you look, field 8 is right here and the other one's here, so they're close to each other, but field 8 is closer to our farm. So, you know, it's going to be a big convoy down there, especially with the combine and everything. I'm probably going to drive the combine over to field 8, and then we'll go from there. We're going to have to do 2 trips most likely, unless I can get a semi truck. Not sure what's gonna happen about that either, because I'm thinking about selling in the Kenworth. So we do have a couple days for us to do that. I told him, I was like, hey, let me get a couple things squared away, but we have accepted those 2 contracts, those 2 fields I should say. So we are going to be harvesting those 2 fields for Mr. David. But that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with friends if you guys enjoyed. If you guys are interested in getting a gaming computer, please click the link in the description below this video. Apex Gaming PCs, absolutely fantastic computers, and if you guys use code SQUAD, you guys can get 10% off of all products. Yes, they're correctly 10% off of all products using code SQUAD, SQUAD, and if you guys use code TEXT10 TEXT10 at shopjr.com, and it's going to get you guys 10% off of all products excluding diecast and sheet metal. Again, that is code TEXT10 TEXT10 excluding diecast and sheet metal. That means you can buy literally everything but a diecast or a piece of sheet metal from a race car and use code TEXT10. So if you guys want a hoodie, hat, t-shirt, whatever, use that code and save yourselves some money. Peace.